Hi, fellow traders. I'm going to quickly recap my day. I'm going to start with the two tickers that I had on watch from the night before. AMAG and DWRE both were gap downs on high volume, and they met all other parameters. So I had them on watch. And surprisingly, AMAG had some activity pre-market. Now most of these won't really do anything to open, but AMAG had some activity pre-market, and I actually thought it might be a long based on what I was seeing. But turns out when it opened, it got down, ran down, and tapped the red to green line or green to red line, however you look at it. But this was yesterday's close, and it came down and tapped it, um, and came bought back up a little bit. Then this opened and ran up and tried to tap VWAP, but then it sold off. This was a good 5 minute opening range breakdown. You can jump in it, right here once it cleared the yesterday's close. I know there was an area of support right here, but most of the time when you're trading at the open, one thing I'm looking for is if I'm going to go short, it needs to be below both moving averages, the 9 and the 20, and it needs to be below the VWAP. Usually in the first 15 to 20 minutes, these levels don't really offer much support or resistance. That's what I've seen as I've studied these. So this was a safe bet to get in, on a 5 minute opening range breakdown. You had a nice rundown. And this candle right here, this was a big indecision candle. You see, you had a lot of buying volume come in, and you could tell by the price action that it was trying to reverse. So this was a good candle to get out on. It's all about watching price action. Now for me, um, on these trades, these opening range breakouts and opening range breakdown, these are more field trades. You've got a good defined risk because you're risking off a level when you get into trade. But your profit targets are going to be somewhat moving because you may not have that defined level that you want to take profits at. So what I like to do is kind of watch the price action. And you can watch the candles. You can watch the 2 minute chart, and when you get a 2 minute candle to make a new high, you can get out. Let's take a look at a 2 minute chart real quick and show you what I'm talking about. And you see how it comes down. This 2 minute candle here, this was a pretty huge mover, but it made a new high relative to this candle. So you could have got out here, still had a nice profit, but you're reading the price action, and it's telling you when there may be a good trend change coming in. So that's kind of what I do, and that's what gives me the signal to get out on some of these trades like this. Um, Now you could have caught this for the reversal back up to the VWAP. I wouldn't have traded this. I didn't trade this on a reversal because there was no visible sign of support. On my reversal trades, I need this to bounce off some support so I could gauge my risk. I don't like risking on low of this candle. You see the range from 30.60 down to 30.30. I mean, you're talking about 30-cent range, and there's no way. I don't want that kind of swing on this trade. So, I wouldn't take it. But people that can have that risk, or that's willing to, risk that, that's fine. But then, you look at here. If I'd have got in at 63, the VWAP is about 60 cents away. So for somebody that just wanted a 2-to-1 risk reward, that would make sense for them. You're risking 30 cents to get 60 cents. But me, I need a little bit more than that. So, I wouldn't take it. I was looking to get it off the VWAP, but there's no way you can trade that. That's just, garbage. So there was really no other trade that set up on this, after this initial move and then this move back up, which was, a little bit skeptical, but, still offered pretty good trades. And usually on these tickers, unless a lot of volume builds up throughout the rest of the day, you're only going to get trades on it first thing in the morning. The first hour is probably all you're going to get, sometimes maybe the first 30 minutes. And then I'm pretty much done with it. But this was a nice, solid way to start a day. Nice fade, pick up some profit out of the gate, and just really a good way to start your day off. DWRE was the other one. This one really didn't do much. I watched it out of the gate. You can see this tight range it was in. There was just no movement at all. Some volume came in, opened the deviation bands up, but just not a ticker worth trading. There was just nothing there for me. It did make a nice, move, but I just, for me, this just didn't seem like something I'd want to trade. Plus, the volume was still kind of low. Somebody still could have come in and took this and made a point or two, but the spreads were crazy and just didn't fit my eye. So I kind of left that alone. DSW was another trade. This one was a gap down, but I missed this move out of the gate. And I tried to catch it when it came back and tested this because I was going to look for a move off the VWAP, on up here. But I was going to use this as my level. And you can see it kind of held as support. And it kind of consolidated here for a minute. Then it lost it for a little bit, but it held the VWAP. So I decided it was good. I like this candle, so I went ahead and got long here, looking for a push back up to the upper deviation band. But it just never materialized. Ended up getting stopped out on this candle. And this ticker was pretty much dead for the rest of the day. No trades on it. Let's see. The next one was MSI, and this was a big one today. You had a nice fade, nice sell off at the beginning, and it kind of settled right here on this support. So I was looking for it to, for a reversal trade. But the way I trade, because I'm a little bit conservative, I'm gonna wait until it gets over the moving average. I'm not gonna long or stop, under the moving averages unless I've got a nice window to make profit. Because if you're watching level 2, a lot of times on these reversal trades, when the ticker comes up and gets near a moving average, you'll start to see a lot of sellers come in. And a lot of times this drives the price back down for another test of support. And then you're going to get another run at it. And a lot of times the second run is when we'll take out all of these sellers that are on the 9. Because I think through this, pull back and then run back up, we pick up a lot of buyers, and we have enough to take the sellers out, and we got enough room to move up to VWAP. And that's just what this did. I took it over the 9, made a nice move up to VWAP, and wanted to take this off of VWAP. And you can see this was a move right here. Another point. By then I was already out, I didn't come back and try to catch this move, but this was the move up. This was the secondary move. And then you had a third move where you could have shorted it under the moving averages, back down to VWAP and then back down to this level here. These are the type trades I love. They came a dime a dozen earlier in the year. But once July 1st hit, everything dried up. These didn't work anymore. So I kind of had to change what I did. And now the market is coming back around. I'm starting to see these reversals a lot more. These are readily available now. And you can see this gives you, one move here, two moves, three moves. And, catching all of this can probably help you, would have made my weekly goal if I'd have hit all three moves. So, these are the type setups I love. These are the setups I look for when I'm looking for reversals. Now, I think that was all. We had a lot of good trades in chat. This one was another one that was on my list from the gappers. This one got down, and initially I was long biased on it, but then it started to sell off, and I didn't really know what it was going to do. So I kind of took it off my watch out to open, but you can see that was a pretty bad, not a good move, because this was another perfect 5-minute opening range breakout. Here's the high of the first 5 minutes is 40.50. Then you got a candle to close above it, at 40.60. Then you can enter on this candle. And you've got a lot going for it. You've got the VWAP here. It's above the VWAP. It's above the 9 moving average. It's a 5-minute opening range breakout. So you can pretty much expect a strong move up. And that's what we got. Nice strong move up. Consolidated here. This was a good place to take some profit off. If you're reading the price action, you will see that this was an area you wanted to take some profit and then just ride the rest on up until it gave you a chance to sell or hit, this area of resistance here. You can see it hit it, tried to push past it, but it couldn't. This was a perfect place to take profit. And all these were called out in chat, by Mike. I think he called this one out. But there's a lot of opportunity. There are a lot of traders doing well in chat. Everybody's having fun. When we have good trades like this that pop up all day, it's just a whole different ball game. So I hopefully everybody enjoyed the day in chat. I know I did. I'm looking forward to an even better day tomorrow. Maybe I won't get stopped out so much, but that's the name of the game. If you need to ask me any questions, you want to follow my blog. I'm due to update it this week. I'm not sure what I'm going to write about, but that's the address to my blog. My Twitter. I don't post as much during the day on Twitter since I'm in the chat full time now, but whenever I have a new blog or a new video out or whatever, it gets posted on Twitter, or I may have a thought that I might post during the day. But most of the time, during the day, I'm in chat. Or you can email me, ed@warriortrading.com. And if you're interested in learning more about strategies and how I implement them, I do one-on-one mentoring, and you can sign up. This is the link, or you can sign up through the Warrior Trading website. I'm listed in there too. So, I'm always available to answer questions. um, don't have a problem doing that. I try to get with you as quick as possible. Sometimes if I'm in a trade or if I'm close, I may check out for a minute because just like all of us, our number one job is to trade. And if we don't trade, then we're kind of no good to you. So that just know that if I don't get right back with you, that's pretty much what's going on. And one other thing, I'm following in line since I'm part of the warrior trading community. I'm falling in line with the rules surrounding our chat. So I'm not going to be posting or downloading my trades from Profitly anymore. That stopped in October. It's kind of a conflict of interest since I'm part of this. Me using a competitor's, tool, doesn't really seem right. So I won't be doing that. But if you have any questions about my trades or specifically, you can just email me and, we can handle it that way. But as far as putting it out there, I'm going to be following the protocol that we follow in, in chat. So I hope everybody had a great day. Hope you have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys or see y'all tomorrow in chat.